I got a couple of emails over the last 2 or 3 weeks that were similar in terms of the idea they presented, so I thought we would discuss it. The question is, would you cut off, or have you cut off, family or friends for their extremist political beliefs? So we got an email several months ago from a listener whose mom turned to Fox News now and was obsessed with Republican talking points, and he was asking how can he maintain a normal relationship with his mom given that she's bought into so much outrageous and xenophobic and bigoted propaganda. And I was talking to a friend the other day where his uncle is anti-gay and makes racist comments at every Thanksgiving. I was talking to another friend who said that the one side of her family is conservative evangelicals from the Midwest, and while she is half Jewish, the evangelical side is constantly telling her that she's going to hell. When she wears tank tops, they refuse to stand near her because she's not dressed modestly. Really pretty heavy stuff. So the question is, if you've been in these situations, do you get past it? Does it end the relationships? How much can you tolerate? I mean, Lewis, I don't know if you have these types of situations in your family. How would you deal with it? Would you be able to remain in kind of casual familial contact with family or friends who are way off the deep end?
Yeah, I can't say that I do have family members that are way off the deep end. I know I have family members who have political views that differ from mine, and it's never brought up. My family doesn't discuss politics, so I don't know. I can't really put myself in the shoes of someone who is in that situation, but I have to imagine that if some of that crazy social stuff was going on, like people didn't want to stand near me if I was wearing corpse paint, let's say, I think that would be a big problem for me.
Yeah, I mean, in my family, it's not that big of a thing. There are some of my most of my family is in Argentina, and therefore are mostly all liberal. However, there are more grades of liberal in Argentina. So there are some who have certain ideas about the United States, for example, that are really not informed from a malicious point of view, but just they are not really informed because they have never been here. There are varying views on Israel, Palestine among my family, and sometimes that can be an issue. I mean, mostly it's kind of like they are within a realm that is considered relatively normal, such that they are considered gentlemen's or ladies' disagreements that don't need to get in the way of family relationships. Now, in terms of friends, I've had situations where I have mostly liberal friends, and I have any number. I have a handful of conservative friends, and very often there are disagreements or conversations, and it really isn't a big deal. However, there have been some times where individuals have kind of gotten into my group of friends, and they really are extremists. Like, they're posting outrageous Jesus, abortion, gay marriage stuff on Facebook and so on and so forth. And eventually, not because of any big fight or disagreement, but it just becomes clear that they aren't really fitting in with the overall vibe of the group, and they naturally end up distancing themselves. Not because there's any kind of deliberate exclusion, but it just becomes clear that there's not really a match.
Yeah, I've certainly seen that happen, and I'm sure I know some of the people you're talking about. But yeah, that of course is a little bit different of a situation. I suppose that could happen with family too, but if it's someone you see all the time,
right,
or maybe even live with, that can be difficult.
Please send me your thoughts on this. I know our audience will have anecdotes and stories about this, so email them, go to our website, or leave a voicemail, 219-2-DAVID-P, whatever you want to do, and we'll do a follow-up with some of the stories and kind of go over them. Let's take a break. We will come back. I still want to play some of your voicemails. I want to talk about, actually, I'll just say this. I want to talk about rat hair. Rat hair. We'll be back after this.